And live from the rinks, it's Sunday Night Hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Welcome everyone, my name is Jack Ziskin. I'd like to thank you for tuning in today as the 10-3 Sachem JV squad takes on the St. Anthony's JV Gold Friars in a matchup with serious implications for the playoff race. In their first meeting of the season, the Friars defeated Sachem 8-3, but there's been a lot of changes since the season opener, and we're going to go over those right after the playing of our very own national anthem on the Long Island Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at LI Sports Network, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. So we'll be right back right after the national anthem, and then we'll have an exciting matchup in the JV division, followed by a varsity game between Northport Huntington and Ward Melville. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. That was your very own national anthem. And welcome everyone. Once again, my name is Jack Ziskin. On behalf of the entire crew here in Hauppauge, I'd like to thank you for tuning in for tonight's matchup on the first meeting of the season. As previously mentioned, the Friars defeated Sachem in overtime. That game was 8-7. In that matchup, It was Jeffrey Grosso who scored 4 goals in the game. And it was John Awankyu who scored the game-winning goal. Now, unfortunately for the Friars, both of those players are out tonight. Justin Marino, who also scored, he's out tonight. The only goal scorer from that game for the Friars who's active is Nick Busa. The good news is, for St. Anthony's, there are reinforcements on the way. Daniel Smith, Ryan Santini, and Tyler Strzelecki making their varsity, or junior varsity that is, debuts. Anthony Morey between the pipes for Sachem. On the other side, it's Declan Hefferman for the Friars. Face off at center. One forward. Friars enter the zone, chip to the outside, and now looking to cut back in. Carried around the net. Pass comes to the point shot, deflected through traffic. Gillen, lead pass, intended for Anderson, makes its way through, but is poked off his stick. Battle along the wall. Bravin on it, forces a turnover. Puck comes up on the left wing wall. But Mariko Carrasco Jr. can't get the clear the first time. Ethan Weisbard gets it the second. Chips it past Anderson. He'll chase. Gillen sends it back up the wall. Bravin sends it the other way, but Sachem recovers. Battling for possession. 2-on-1 opportunity. Pass is deflected. Puck remains in play. Carrasco Jr. with it. Looking for the clear, can't get it. Puck comes to Matt Bispo. Walking in, shot towards the net. But Stoltenberg can't get the tip on it. Anderson racing after it against Bravin. Bravin chips it up, down. Morey comes out of his own net to play that one. Ends up sending it right into his own bench. So we'll get a whistle. Our first stoppage of the game. Courtesy of an errant pass by Anthony Morey. So it'll be a defensive zone draw for Sachem. And face-off is won by Sachem. They looked to get the zone exit. They couldn't initially. It's been chipped up and out of the zone. Battle along the wall. CJ Pena takes a big hit, but there's a penalty on the play. And we get a whistle with 13:42 remaining in the period. Penalty by the Friars sends Sachem on the power play. The culprit this time, Tyler Strzelecki, the freshman call-up. Perhaps a bit overzealous that time. Silver lining, he does get on the score sheet early in this game, but not necessarily for the right reason. Face-off has been won back by the Friars. Norris reversing it up the wall. And Berner looks for the clear, couldn't get it. Shot from the point is blockered aside by Declan Hefferman. Caden Marcus on it along the wall. Puck comes back to Matt Bispo at the line. Pass to the left wing half wall. Ends up wrapping around. Comes to the point. Lorette steps into a shot that's deflected into the Raptors. We get our first stoppage of the power play with 1:29 remaining in the penalty to Strzelecki. That one for roughing. And now the face-off, won back by Sachem. D2D comes to Bispo. Errant pass leads to Sachem being forced to regroup in neutral ice. Carrasco Jr. providing pressure. As a drop pass from Bispo to Pena. He heads up ice, cuts in, and he enters off sides. We get another whistle this time. Marcus, CJ Pena. And we'll get the third in when we can. I believe that is Bispo with the puck currently as the puck comes back up the wall. Third winger on that shift was Stoltenberg. As the Friars sent the length of the ice. Over a minute gone by on the penalty. Friars kill successful thus far as Sachem now looks to regroup yet again in their own zone. Puck comes up the wall to Marcus. Now entering the zone with possession, Stoltenberg. Trying to work it along on the cycle. Turnover forced nearly by the Friars. But Sachem recovers. A shot from Marcus doesn't make its way through traffic. Hit off CJ Pena. Comes to Bispo. Resets along the wall. Pulls up. Pass to the point. Looking for the shot. Deflected. Second attempt by Marcus, turned aside by Hefferman. He gets the cover. We get a stoppage on the power play with 2 seconds remaining. 11:43 remaining in the period. But just 2 seconds on the power play. In all likelihood, Tyler Strzelecki committing his first junior varsity penalty. I suppose that's a dubious distinction to earn in your first couple minutes of play, but nonetheless, appears the Friars will survive this one unscathed. Face off. Shot on net, but the penalty has expired with 11:40 remaining. St. Anthony survives. Strzelecki heads back out onto the ice. Matt Pena in the dot against Weisbard. Pena gets better from that time. The Friars first force a turnover. Heading up ice, 2-on-0. Shot turned aside by Morey. That one off the stick of Caraher. Comes back to Weisbard in the corner. Strzelecki back to Weisbard. It's back to Strzelecki. His pass deflected. Racing after it along the wall, but Friars defenseman pinches in. That's Daniel Smith, the third call-up for this freshman squad. The defenseman, but he can't hold the line that time. Pass makes its way through. Matt Pena enters. Smith with the poke check. Pulls up, shot, and a toe save. And now heading the other way. Ben Caraher makes the pass up the wall. Friars enter the zone. Cutting towards the slot, play is broken up. Puck comes free. Looking to head the other way for the Friars, it's O'Shea. He enters the zone, cuts to the center, separated from the puck, and now Pena will recover in the right wing corner under pressure from Weisbard, but his pass makes it through to Anderson. Shot from the slot, deflected. Weisbard sends up the wall. Chong on it for St. Anthony's, looking for the lead pass. Might have put too much on that one. As it goes the length of the ice, we get a whistle. There is no chase rule in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Caraher racing after at that time, but if you can't reach it before the goal line, doesn't matter who's first to the puck. Defensive zone draw on the right wing dot for the Friars. Bertolizzi for Sachem, ties it up. Shot from an off angle, turned aside by the pad of Hefferman. Picking it up, it's Chong. Chips, looks to chase, but Bispo boxes him out nicely. Looks to go D to D. Comes back up the opposite wall, but a turnover on the pass. Bispo has to race after it and recover. Now looks up ice a second time. Pass makes its way through. It's chipped in. Puck came free through the slot. Comes back to the point. It's chipped in from the blue line by Gillen. Now a shot. Turned aside by Hefferman. That one off the stick of Pergolizzi. Looking for a clear. Friars get it. Racing after it now. Coming in. Shot. Turned aside. Rebound. Chong scores! Antonio Chong opens the scoring for the Friars. And it's a nice rush here, led by Carrasco Jr. He gets the first shot off. That's turned aside. Rebound comes free. Both defenders gravitate towards Carrasco Jr. after the shot, and that leaves Antonio Chong all alone to tap that one home. That's Chong's 8th goal of the season, and he's given his team a 1-0 lead. Face-off has been won by Sachem. Turnover forced by the Friars. Looking to head up ice now. But a turnover. Sachem regains control. They enter the zone. Stoltenberg shot. Deflected off Norris. Robin in the corner. Tries to send up the wall. But Berner can't get to it initially. Second attempt. It's on the backhand of Carrasco Jr. So it comes to Lorette for Sachem. Makes a pass to O'Shea, who's handcuffed. With the second effort by the Sachem defenseman. Puck ends up being deflected. That goes into the bench. We get another whistle. This one coming with 8:52 remaining in the period. A goal by Antonio Chong, his 8th of the season, assisted by Mauricio Carrasco Jr., his 7th assist, 10th point of the season for the Friars. Face off at center, Caraher versus Marcus. Marcus gets the better from that time. And now puck comes C.J. Pena on his backhand. Tries to break through Smith. But the freshman Friar in his first JV game, a strong hit that time. Couldn't hold the line, but his efforts did end up leading to the Friars forcing a turnover, looking to head the other way. But it wasn't meant to be. C.J. Pena coming in against Smith. Pulls up at the top of the left wing dot, looking for the pass. Can't find it. Continues to pull up past Lorette. Give and go. Pena walking in. Shot! And it's blocked by Smith. Down low into the corner, Marcus. Nunziato forces the turnover. Looking up the wall to Santini. Racing after it. Chips it up. Over the line. Strzelecki racing after it. Against Lorette. Tied up in the left wing corner. Comes back up the wall. Nunziato holds the line. Santini can't glove it down. Give and go in the corner. Santini gets it back. Backhand shot towards the net, and it's covered up by Maury. The freshman call-ups for the St. Anthony's JV Gold Friars doing admirably here tonight. First of two Suffolk County High School Hockey League games on the Long Island Sports Network. This one in the JV division, of course. Face-off is one back. Comes to Annunziato. Trying to walk the line pass across. Smith gets a shot off. Doesn't reach the net, but more importantly, isn't blocked. Weisbard on the rebound. Morey makes the save. Comes up the wall. Smith can't hold it in. But he makes some contact with Bispo as he tries to exit the zone. That prevents a Sachem odd man rush. St. Anthony's just chipped it back in. And Matt Pena heads the other way against Berner and Smith. Shot goes wide. On the other side, it's Carrasco Jr., but he can't corral it. Comes back into the corner, pass towards the shot goes just wide. Strong play for Sachem's Andrew Neal, but it wouldn't go. Puck him out of zone. Bispo gets tied up by Carrasco Jr., and Matt Pena ends up with the puck. Works it right back over to Bispo, who enters his zone. Shot towards the net is blocked by Smith yet again. He's shown a knack for keeping these high-octane, high-skill Sachem players to the outside, and now heading the other way, it's Ethan Weisbard breaking through contact. Once and now twice. He's across the red line, and he chips it in as he enters the zone. He'll race after it as Rowan gets to it. Turnover forced in the corner. Frasco Jr. under pressure. Weisbard with him. Frasco Jr. gets it back, pass through the slot, and goes off a skate, and it's covered by Morey. Frasco Jr. with an admirable effort there. Bravin. And that's 80. That is Christian Buttacavali on the blue line for the Friars. Were initially told he would not be available for tonight's matchup, but right as rain clear of day, there he is. D-to-D pass. Bravin looking for Strzelecki. Couldn't connect. Lorette has picked it up in neutral ice. Moves it on up to Tyler Anderson. Turnover forced at the blue line as St. Anthony's look to regroup. Puck comes back to Bravin. He gets the zone exit. Fires the pass across just outside the reach of Santini, who was caught flat-footed trying to avoid going off sides, and Sachem forces a turnover shortly thereafter. Strzelecki with the first effort. Second effort from Carraher. The shot from Santini is turned aside by Morey. Picked back up. Pergolesi with it. Carries it across his own crease. Pass intended for Anderson is broken up. St. Anthony's chips it back into late off sides was the call. They've already checked up. Strzelecki on the attack. And the lead pass intended for Anderson is broken up. Now it comes to Buttacavali. Under pressure. Fades 1, 2, then a third Sachem defender. Lead pass comes to Bravin. Cut at the outside. Escape turn along the left wing wall. Then a great play at the line by Weisbard to evade pressure, but his shot wouldn't go. Buttacavali's shot wouldn't go. Weisbard knocks it down, but can't settle at the line. A chance. Heading the other way, it's Saunders. Bravin racing back with Buttacavali. Backhand shot. And it's turned aside. And Saunders tried to put it back in front. Rebound. Won't go. Second attempt. Third attempt. And they score! Sachem strikes back. And we're all knotted at one. First shot won't go, but the second from Saunders, who led that odd man rush, does. The game is tied at 1. Face off at center. Marcus gets the better of Weisberg that time. Stoltenberg has entered the zone. Play is broken up by Carrasco Jr. Comes to Chong. Saunders on the back check, helps force a turnover. Bispo maintains possession, heading the other way. 3-on-2. Cutting in towards the slot. Looking for the shot. And it goes wide. Picked up along the wall, but it skips the stick of Marcus. He's forced to regroup in neutral territory. Lead pass intended for Stoltenberg. And we get an icing there going against Sachem. So the face-off will be in the defensive zone. After Chase Saunders tied the game, Tyler Anderson picking up an assist on that one. And if you could get a secondary assist on your own goal, Chase Saunders would have had it. He's the one who came in on a partial, I don't want to say breakaway, but had his angle coming in. Now Chong's shot from the slot won't go. Picked up along the wall, chipped up and out by CJ Pena. Picked up by Bispo, who enters. Toe drag, cuts through. Shot turned aside by Morey. Sachem defender has it in his skates. On his backhand. Moves it down the long cycle. Cross ice pass. Shot will go from CJ Pena. St. Anthony's gets the clear. O'Shea gets possession. Under pressure. D-to-D pass on the backhand of Bispo. And now he heads the other way, cutting in. Under pressure, separated from the puck initially. Nunziano gets the clear. O'Shea reached for it. Swing and a miss. Puck comes all the way down. Morey in the corner. Reverses to CJ Pena. Carries it across the slot in the Sachem zone. Chips it off the wall to himself. Enters the zone. Coming in, tries to cut past Smith. First attempt won't go. Second attempt works it to Strzelecki on the cycle. Pass goes off the backboards. Picked up in the opposite corner by Butakabali. And he comes away with it. Cuts from his left. Rather from his right to his left. The pass is deflected. Lorette attempted clear. He gets it. Matt Pena escapes pressure. Makes the lead pass. Bruinsma that is. Bispo got the pass from him. Shot was deflected. Pass towards the slot, deflected. Sachem still has a chance to regain possession as Santini initially tried to reset, but the shot, they score! A shot from the point from Matt Bispo. Sachem jumps out to their first lead of the night. And the first initial effort, the attempted clear there, a nice stick lift by Sachem, a slap shot from the point. It's high rising, gets deflected there, either at the point of release or a little bit later on. Irregardless, it's a great shot, but that slight either contact or just ends up coming down on its own, ends up catching Hefferman off guard. And now St. Anthony's just chipped it in. They trail by 1. Pass nearly broken up by Weisbard. Puck comes to the point. Pass comes. Weisbard shot turned aside by Morey. Pass towards the slot won't go. Comes to the point. Norris walking in. Shot deflected. Picked back up. Tied up. Friars have forced a turnover. Carrasco Jr. at the line. His shot goes wide. Picked up on the other side by Bravin. Fires it. That's deflected. Weisbard can't collect it off the back of the net. Then a penalty called. I believe this will go against. A bit unclear. We're going to see which way this goes. Get the official update from the scorer's booth. Appears that Mark Berner will head to the box, but that'll give Sachem their second power play of the game. Initially, it seemed like it would go against Sachem's. It seemed like St. Anthony's had a possession momentarily there right after the call was made, but Sachem on the power play nonetheless. Busa on the back check against Anderson. Shot from Lorette makes its way through, turned aside by Hefferman just barely, and that's the danger when you try and block those shots, is if you don't get a piece of it, ideally the whole shot, and it's blocked, you end up Leader goalie screened, and now we get a whistle for a hand pass and a stoppage. That comes with 1:35 remaining in the period, 1:38 remaining on the power play. Sachem scoring 2 unanswered. The goal from Matt Bispo, unassisted, as it came off a Friars turnover. His slap shot from the line ended up beating Hefferman, and now Stoltenberg has re-entered the zone. Busa collects it off a turnover from Norris, but Sachem gets it right back. Stoltenberg cutting in, looking for a pass to the slot, can't find it. Continues to skate. Pass comes to the point. Lorette works it down low. Pass towards the slot from Saunders. That's broken up. Comes to Anderson. He cuts into the slot all alone. Shot deflected. For a moment there, seemed like he would be able to get a shot off cleanly unopposed. And now with a minute remaining in regulation, in this period that is, St. Anthony's has fired it down. They've gotten a partial change with Stoltenberg heading the other way. Enters the zone. Pulls up. Leaves it for Lorette. His shot blocker side. Rebound! Won't go! Ends up with Annunziato. He sends it up the wall. Racing after it from the opposite side. Ben Caraher Jr. nearly forces a turnover there. Puck comes up the wall. Santini steps into it. Tries to cut towards the net. It's poked off his stick as he couldn't get a clear handle on the bouncing puck. Pass comes across. CJ Pena racing after it. Smith trying to keep him to the outside. Beneath the goal line. 15 seconds remaining in the period. And Bispo's cutting in to the dot. On his backhand. Pulls up. Looks for the pass. Pena gets it. Walks in. Back to Bispo. 5 seconds remaining. Bispo's pass intercepted. Friars get the clear. And at the end of 15 minutes, 3 seconds remaining on the power play for Sachem. Friars get a clear at the end of that one. Mark Berner's roughing penalty with 1:57 remaining gave Sachem their second power play of the game after the first one, which came after a Tyler Strzelecki penalty for roughing. That came just 1 minute and 18 seconds into the period. Friars' kill was strong at that time. And on their second kill of the game, they're able to prevent Sachem from generating too many quality options. It's very difficult to contain one of the highest octane offenses in the JV division, but Friars made a good effort to do so. As we check the standings here, Sachem sitting in third in the division. St. Anthony's JV Gold sitting in fifth. So depending on how the rest of the season shakes out, there's a decent chance these teams could end up meeting in the first round of the playoffs. Sachem has scored the second most goals in all of the JV division. That's 96 on the season. They've only given up 41. To their credit, Chase Saunders, Matt Bispo, Caden Marcus, all ranked in the top 10 for points. Bispo, a defenseman, actually, making his accomplishment arguably more impressive. And the face-off to center, long change for both teams. And it's been one forward by the Friars. Busa enters the zone, cutting in on the toe drag, separated from the puck. And we get a cover initially from Morey. He can't maintain possession, it seems. And then we get a whistle. They'll head all the way back down. In the dot, it's Weiss Bard for the Friars. Matched up against Pergolesi. And Sachem wins the draw. CJ Pena heads up ice. Looking to chip it off the wall. Stoltenberg skates into it. Pass to the slot. CJ Pena's shot won't go. Picked up along the wall. Busa heading the other way. Bispo pokes it off his stick. Chipped off the wall by Stoltenberg. Busa with the second opportunity. Taken away by Bispo. Fired in by Nunziano, but Busa has to check up. Sachem has regained control. And now entering Stoltenberg. Nunziano gets a stick on it, but a shot anyway from Sachem, and Hefferman gets the stop. Not the sequence the Friars wanted after taking an early 1-0 lead. They've given up 2 unanswered to Sachem, and that's with the Sachem unable to capitalize on 2 power plays. And that's a team that has 10 power play goals on the year, so you can't count on that the rest of the way. Pergolesi in the dot. For Sachem, he ends up winning it back to O'Shea, skips his stick at the line. Poke check by Carrasco, ends up forcing the turnover. Now Berner heads the other way. Shot goes wide of the net, collected on the other side by Baracavali. Chips it to himself off the wall, second effort. Into the corner, pass intended for Berner is deflected. Sachem forces a turnover. First zone exit won't go, second one does. Pergolesi with possession, cutting in on his backhand. Makes the escape turn along the wall and evades Carrasco Jr. Puck comes to O'Shea. Fires a shot that's deflected at the point of release. Friars now looking to head the other way with it. Pass across to Ben Carraher. Coming in, shot, glove, save, but not grasped by Morey. Battle for possession in the left wing corner. Bravin keeps it in on his boot. Shot deflected by the glove of Pergolesi. Sachem gets the clear, but Cavalli racing after it. Saunders hot on his tail. Flyers defensive moves it up to Mark Berner. Pass comes to Carrasco Jr. It's in his skates. And Anderson cutting up the center of the ice, looking to split the defense. Pulls up, shot! Save and a cover by Hefferman. That comes with 12:54 remaining in the period. And after the Friars came out firing on all cylinders, Sachem in the driver's seat. O'Connor in the dot versus Busa. Strzelecki and Santini on his wing for this shift, both freshman call-ups. Heading up ice now, Santini enters zone, shot! Lances off the glove. Morey went over the net, Santini racing after it. O'Connor with a strong defensive play. Puck comes up the wall, Matt Pena looking for the clear, he gets it. Bispo racing after it, Busa forces a change of possession and re-enters the zone. Carrying it along the right wing wall, forced to pull up. Moves it to Santini in the opposite corner. Turnover forced. Bispo gets the clear, and Nunziano can't box him out. That was actually Matt Pena who forced the turnover, and then Bispo's shot is turned aside. CJ Pena on the attack. Drop pass at the line. Comes back down low on the cycle. Cutting in, Matt Pena. Oh, lone shot! Hefferman gets stopped, puck is uncovered. Loose in the slot, and we get a whistle. Whistle actually comes right as Hefferman covers up. Declan Hefferman bailing, maybe bailing is too harsh a term, but certainly keeping his team in this game after a flurry of scoring chances for Sachem. Face off is won. Weisbard looking for the zone exit. Ends up moving ahead to Carraher. He chips it in past Marcus. CJ Pena racing after it. Carraher pressuring, forces Pena to pull up. He looks for the lead pass. Chips it off the wall. Bispo just beyond his reach. The second effort by Saunders. Sachem forces a turnover. Marcus pulls up. Leads all Sachem players in assists this season. Lead pass comes to Stoltenberg on his backhand. He settles it in the corner, but ends up losing the handle shortly thereafter. Puck goes to Marcus. He sends it right around the wall. Carraher on the reverse. Logan Norris racing after it. And the puck comes through the slot. Weisbard with possession. Across the red line, enters the zone. Tries to chip it past Pena. Can't. Tries to send it up the wall. Then a pass towards the slot. Chance. Shot. Scores! Antonio Chong. His second of the game. His ninth of the season. And apologies for that, had a bit of an issue with our replay there. After the zone entry by the Friars, Chong ends up chipping that one through all alone in front. 5-hole, nothing Morey could do. And the game's all knotted at 2. Face-off has been won back by Sachem. Comes up the wall. Now Busa heads the other way after the Friars force a turnover. St. Anthony scores again! This time it's Busa! Back-to-back goals for the Friars. They retake the lead. Nick Busa with the goal, cutting in on his backhand. Ends up getting great elevation on that one. Actually, he's able to put it over the blocker of Morey. And that's as a righty coming in on the backhand, I believe a righty, yes. And then the face-off at center is won by the Friars. They look to re-enter again. With possession, Burner pulls up, has it poked off his stick. Gillen racing after it in the opposite corner. Battle for possession, Carrasco Jr. with Busa. Puck comes back down to Gillen. Still battling for control. Busa under pressure. On the cycle comes to Carrasco Jr. Lorette tries to staple him to the boards. Ends up battling for control on the right wing wall. Sachem comes away with it. And now they come up ice, zone exit. It's Anderson cutting to the outside. Nice defensive play by Smith. He chips it up and out of the zone, but the puck's going to come to Gillen, who sends it right back the way it came. Smith, second effort, forcing a turnover. Pinching now. St. Anthony's doesn't have someone covering for him. That's going to be something to watch out for, as Smith still hasn't gotten back. Friars, middle of the change. Burner maintains possession as Smith gets back to the line. Pass deflected. Smith pinching in. Shot towards the net is deflected by the Sachem. They get the clear. Puck ends up with Butakavali, who pulls up on his forehand, cuts to the backhand, enters the zone, slips by the first defender, continues to carry it on his backhand. Pass towards the slot, deflected, and it's covered by Morey. Covered with 9:15 remaining in the period. A quick 1-2 punch from the Friars. Antonio Chong for his second of the game. And Nick Busa, the difference makers here in the second period. Busa's goal credit is unassisted. Faceoff has been won. Weisbart got credited with the assist on the Chong goal. Shot from the point from Robin is turned aside. A strong save by Morey with traffic in front. Sachem now looks to head the other way. Lead pass won't go initially. They get the zone exit, but they don't have clear possession of the puck. A poke check by Strzelecki, forcing Matt Pena to reset as they re-enter the zone. Cutting in shot, turned aside by Hefferman. A reverse by Santini, comes right to Sachem, a turnover. And a chance in the slot won't go for Bruinsma. Pass towards the slot ends up being backhanded off the wall. Bispo pulls up, dukes out the defender. Shot goes out wide. Jukes out, not dukes out, my apologies. Puck comes back up the wall. Bruinsma providing pressure. St. Anthony's forces a turnover, coming up ice. 2-on-2. Shot from Caraher is blocked. On the puck now, it's chipped in on the backhand by Strzelecki. Bispo looking to reverse into the corner. Weisbart picks up, pass towards the slot, intercepted by Bispo. Lead pass, CJ Pena tied up initially, but he breaks free. Entering the zone with Matt Pena. The play is broken up on the back check. Bispo racing after the puck after Bravin couldn't get the clear. Second effort for the Friars blue liner. He resets to Logan Norris, who chips it up, but it's deflected. Pena racing after it. Caraher comes away with it. Friars trying to avoid getting hemmed in their own zone. They get the zone exit now. Heading in, fires a shot across. Busa racing after puck, shot on net off that one. Couldn't get a clean piece of it, still got it on net. The rebound came free on in the right wing corner. Weisbart carries it back the other way. Pass from the left wing wall, Busa collects beneath the goal line, carries the right wing corner. Still battling for possession. Marcus has his stick lifted. Puck comes to Chong, caught in his skates. Battle for possession. Stoltenberg looking for the clear, finds Bispo. Saunders ahead. Bravin racing back. Sachem had numbers momentarily, and then a pass towards the slot. It's being deflected. Saunders cutting towards the puck that time. A shot on net. Hefferman makes the stop. Second attempt. It's covered up by Hefferman. Some key chances for both squads. Hefferman and Morey trading saves at each end of the ice. Friars scored the first goal of the game. Sachem scored the next two. And now the Friars have jumped right back out to a 1-goal lead. Face-off, won by Sachem. Puck comes up, but not out of the zone. It's held in at the line. Good play there by Cisco. Cutting towards the slot. Play is broken up. Marcus had it momentarily. Now it's come to Stoltenberg. Cutting in. Pass across. And Saunders can't collect. As that pass ends up catching him. Not necessarily handcuffed on that play as that one goes the length of the ice. We get a whistle again for 6:33, but Saunders was put in position of either trying to catch that on his skates or trying to move his stick to intercept that as the puck ends up sliding through his legs. And a defensive zone draw. Smith gets tied up along the wall. Chong battling for it. Gets it up and not out of the zone. Shot from the line is deflected. Annunziato blocks the deflected shot, and Anderson pounces on the rebound. Pass towards the slot, intercepted by Smith. And then a pass that was deflected makes its way to Weisbard. He pulls up, enters the zone. On his forehand, chips in. Will chase. Nobody on the left wing wall for the Friars up front as they were trying to get a change on the opposite side. And now Anderson cutting in. Pass intended for Pena broken up. Then a turnover. Looking for the pass to the slot. Smith prevents that. Nunziato along the wall sends it up. The blue line. Cisco keeps it on his boot. Anderson has it momentarily. Pertolizzi, that is, chips it into the corner. Smith trying to box out Pena. Pena got a stick on it. It came back to him now. And now carrying it up the wall. Cutting across. Pass comes to Cisco. Shot. Turned aside by Hefferman. And the puck bounced off his pad over the net. Battle beneath the goal line. Pertolizzi has possession. Tries to settle it. Looking across. Ends up with the drop pass to Lorette. Now CJ Pena gets it along the right wing wall. Pass to Cisco. Back to Pena. He gets handcuffed. Puck slips his stick. St. Anthony's looking for the clear. They can't get initially. Lorette pinching in. Keeping it in on his backhand. Comes to Carrasco Jr. on the cycle. It's a turnover again. Sachem with possession. Shot towards the net. Rebound is free. And they score. I believe they score. We're going to see what the call on the ice is. Appears that Hefferman got the stop. And we're going to take a look at that. And the only angle we can get from you there is that it's between his legs, and his legs are in front of the goal line. So just based on where it's placed, would have been difficult to pull it out there. Face-off has been won back. Pass deflected. Sachem's chance from the slot. Won't go. Rebound. Toe save. Puck is still loose, and it won't go. A golden opportunity. Hefferman makes the first save. Friars trying to clear out the front of the net. Sachem surging as Buckavali regains possession. Looking up ice. Can't find a pass. Sends it up the wall. Carrasco Jr. overzealous. He jumped the zone. And Sachem's able to capitalize on that. Puck comes to O'Connor. Shot from the dots deflected. Rebound comes free. And it's picked up by Caraher. Lead pass comes across. Burner with possession. Enters the zone. Pulls up. Drops it off. Carrasco Jr. cutting in. Makes his way through the first defender before he's separated from the puck by O'Connor. Comes back up the wall. Friars hold it in. Pass towards the slot. Couldn't connect. Carrasco Jr. on the opposite side against Matt Pena. They battle for possession. Still looking for control. Burner had it momentarily. Pena from his knees. Still looking to settle it. Friars eventually come away with it. Puck comes to the line. Bravin's shot is blocked by O'Connor. Now Sachem looking for the clear. Pass is deflected. But Burner can't hold the line, heading the other way. With speed now, it's Bispo, but he pulls up, makes the escape turn. Sachem goes for a partial change. And the blue liner chips it in. On the attack, it's Saunders. Got a stick on it, racing after it. Lead pass comes up the wall. It's on the backhand of Burner. Marcus forces a turnover. Pass towards the slot, intercepted. Friars nearly get caught there, and Buckabali's pass intercepted by Stoltenberg. Second effort by Burner and Buckabali. St. Anthony sends it in. No icing on the play. They get a full change now as Santini on the cycle to Busa. Pass towards the slot is deflected. And the freshman call-up, Strzelecki gets it. Pass towards Santini on his backhand. Might have been looking for Busa in the slot. Was never going to make it to him through traffic. And Sachem ends up forcing a turnover as Bispo dukes out the defender. His shot is stopped. We get another whistle with 2:40 remaining in the period as the Friars scored 2 unanswered goals, now find themselves on the defense yet again. The face-off tied up. Eventually won by Marcus and Sachem. Shot towards the net, ends up beneath the goal line. Pass towards the slot, ends up in the skates. Shot attempt won't go. Off the stick of Stoltenberg. Comes to the point. O'Shea looking for the shot. It's deflected. And then it's deflected again. Wide of the net. Comes back up the wall. O'Shea holds it in. Stoltenberg on his backhand. Breaks free. Shot. And that goes into the rafters. We get a stoppage yet again. This one coming with 2:14 remaining in the period. And the face-off. Shot comes right off the draw from Sachem. Trying to reset up the wall. Stoltenberg intercepts the pass. Comes to Marcus. Walk into slot. Shot. He scores! Caden Marcus ties the game for Sachem. And you're just going to see here the backhanded pass comes to Marcus. He walks in unopposed, uncovered, and goes bar down for Sachem. Game is tied at 3 apiece. Face-off is won by Sachem. Anderson resetting to Cisco, looking across the ice. Can't find a pass he likes, enters his own. Walks in, shot from the top of the dot, goes wide, collected along the wall by Chong, but he can't settle it. Second effort from St. Anthony's, tied up momentarily. It comes to Annunziato. Bispo pressuring, lead pass. And the Friars enter, shot towards the net, ends up going wide. Annunziato racing after it. Couldn't get the right angle on it. And Anderson nearly headed the other way. Turnover forced by Annunziato with the second effort. Chong sends it around the wall, collected on that right wing side. Shot towards the net, glances off the pad of Morey. Anderson chips it past Annunziato. Tied up though. And the St. Anthony's blue liner chips it back in, deflects off the linesman. Puck has re-entered the zone. Sachem with possession. Cisco on his backhand. Lead pass comes to Pergolesi. He re-enters the zone. Nearly poked off his stick by Caraher. Maintains possession, makes an escape turn, looking for the pass across. Looking for Cisco there. It's deflected. Weisbard picks up a loose puck. Heading the other way, but Sachem's back. Weisbard sends it towards the net. And Morey's pass ends up in the skates of Cisco. 45 seconds remaining in the period. Friars have re-entered the zone, trying to settle down. Shot towards the net. Rebound won't go for Weisbard. He collects it in the corner. Debusa along the wall. In his skates. Escapes Bispo. Pergolesi nearly forces a turnover. And now St. Anthony's gets it back. Shot on net. It's stopped by Morey.
Nobody wants the puck!
And be a face-off in the right wing dot for the Friars. They're in the offensive zone. Long change this period. 26.7 seconds remaining. It's all knotted at 3. Pass towards the slot is deflected. Attempted clear kept in on the backhand by Buckavali. Shot towards the net. Turned aside. Rebound is free. Frasco Jr. can't get the shot off. Comes back to Buckavali. Second effort. He carries it in. Pulls up with the escape turn. Has Burner. Ends up looking for the drop pass. Can't find it. Shot towards the net is deflected off O'Connor. Puck comes free. But Cavalli collects it again. Shot towards the net. And Morey gets the cover. And the period will expire after 15 minutes. or another 15 minutes that is. The Friars are now tied with Sachem. They led for a good portion of that second period, but now it's all tied. We'll be right back in a moment while we just handle some technical side of the stuff on the side of the broadcast. We'll be right back. So after 30 minutes of action on the Long Island Sports Network, Sachem and St. Anthony's tied at 3 apiece. The first game between these two teams, the season opener, went to overtime. As it stands, this game would require overtime as well. 2 goals from Antonio Chong for St. Anthony's. 1 to open the scoring, another to tie the game after Chase Saunders, assisted by Tyler Anderson, opened the scoring for Sachem with under 5 minutes remaining in the period. Matthew Bispo gave them a 1-goal lead, 2:39 remaining in the first, but as previously mentioned, Chong tied the game, and just 11 seconds later, 10:50 to 10:39 remaining in the period, Nick Busa scores, and then in the dying minutes of the third, Caden Marcus ties the game at 3, assisted by Logan Stoltenberg. Face-off has been won back to Buttacavali. Busa enters the zone. Bispo gets his own exit. Now Carrasco Jr. has to check up after it's chipped in. Smith at the line holds it in. The Friars can't maintain possession. Pass intended for Marcus, broken up. Burner to Busa. Shot turned aside. Rebound won't go for the Friars. Buttacavali gets it. Shot deflected, and that goes just wide. Bispo picks it up, looking for the pass to Saunders. Puts it off the wall. Buttacavali forces him outside. Shot attempt on the backhand wouldn't go for Saunders the first or the second time. It's been cleared out. Racing after it, Bispo against Carrasco Jr. Shields it nicely there. Escapes pressure. Heads up ice. Lead pass comes to Stoltenberg. Enters the zone. Shot on net. It's turned aside. That's right in the breadbasket for Hefferman. 52 seconds gone by here in the third and potentially final frame of play. Pergolesi in the dot. Wins it back. Lorette, shot from the point, deflected. They score! And Sachem retakes the lead. A shot from Lorette. And we're going to see who redirects this after it comes to him. It actually comes from a St. Anthony's defender. It was a pass. It goes off the skates of a Friar, so I believe this will be Lorette who gets credit for the goal. We'll double check that with the scorer's booth. Sachem has retaken the lead and now lead 4-3 over St. Anthony's. They came storming back at the end of the first period, gave up the lead, and have now retaken it. Battling for possession, Friars trying to hold it in. Rather get this on exit. My apologies. Comes to Lorette, Pergolesi, and we get a whistle. The goal, scored by Tyler Lorette, unassisted. Credited as his 6th of the season, 11 points on the year, 5-5 for the Sachem defender. Faceoff was won back, but the puck went out of play, so it'll be deja vu all over again in the faceoff dot. Correction, that's actually coming all the way down into Sachem zone, so Weisbard versus Pergolesi. Pergolesi wins it. Puck comes off the wall. CJ Pena racing after it. Norris sends it back up. And Pergolesi re-enters, pulling up, looking for the pass. Tried to thread the needle there to CJ Pena. Turnover force. Ends up in the skates of Carraher. He's racing ahead. Enters the zone, cuts in. On his stick still. Shot! Deflected off of the paddle of Morey, and then a turnover along the wall. Sachem looks ahead the other way. Lead pass intended for CJ Pena. Puck bounced over his stick on the attempted saucer pass. Weisbard battling along the left wing half wall. Puck comes to Lorette. Steps into a shot. That goes off the stick of Hefferman and into the netting. We get a stoppage with 12:52 remaining in the period. And one-goal game here in the third period. It was tied at 3 apiece after 30 minutes of regulation. The goal from Tyler Lorette, the current difference maker, as the face-off is initially appears to be won back by the Friars, but a great second effort off the draw by Sachem. They force a turnover initially, and then Busa rescues it, chips it past Bispo, tries to break free. O'Connor takes away the angle, sent around the wall. Bravin holds it in, and it bounces off the stick of Santini, leaves the zone. Bravin will reset, has Norris with him, as well as Busa elects to carry it, at least for the moment, looking for the drop pass, finds Busa, toe drag at the line, turnover, nearly forced by Matt Pena. Busa now has possession under pressure from Bruinsma, and Pena makes the lead pass to Santini, to Strzelecki. Toe drag coming in, drops it off, ends up getting tied up a little bit there with Santini. Wanted to cut towards that side, and a shot from Busa won't go from the slot. O'Connor with possession, comes to the point, held in by Norris. His shot deflected. Second attempt by Santini. Puck is loose, and they score! The Friars tie the game! And the hero for St. Anthony's that time, as we try and get this replay to run again. I am very sorry about this. Let's see if we caught any of it. We did not. I'm very sorry about that. So the game is all tied at 4. Face off at center. It's controlled by Sachem. Ryan Santini's first junior varsity goal allows St. Anthony's to level the playing field. Pass towards the front of the net, deflects off Annunziato. Comes to Lorette at the point. Down low, cutting in, shot, and a save by Hefferman off the shot from Saunders. 11:28 remaining in regulation. Face off, tied up. Initially won by Sachem. Battle along the wall. Puck goes high, comes back down. And we get a whistle for a hand pass. And 11:20 remaining in the period. My apologies. Shot on net goes wide, as St. Anthony's gets the clear. Apologies for that. 10:55 remaining in the period. Sachem gets his own exit. Stoltenberg tied up along the wall. Lorette re-enters after Sachem checks up. Fires a shot that's turned aside. Rebound is free. Smith sends it around on the near side wall near the Sachem bench. Heading up ice, Burner loses the handle. St. Anthony's gains his own, but loses possession. Heading the other way now, it's Saunders. Cutting to the outside, looks to cut back in past the Bispo. Shot, deflected, won't go. In the far side corner now. And then we get a penalty going against Sachem there. We'll wait for the official call from the scorer's booth. So now, a 2-minute penalty against Stoltenberg will send the Friars to the power play. And that comes with 10 minutes remaining in the period. Shot towards the net goes wide. Then it comes out of the zone. Battle for possession. It's fired in by Sachem. 15 seconds gone by in the power play. Friars hemmed in their own end. Looking for the clear. They get it. But a turnover forced by Pena. Gillen looks to send it back up the wall. Intercepted by Weisbard. He's tied up. Turnover for CJ. Pena sends it the length of the ice. 30 seconds into the power play. The Friars power play unit appears to be in disarray. St. Anthony's has gotten the clear. Re-entering, it's Butakavali, has a stick lifted by Bispo. Anderson gains possession, looking for the pass to CJ Pena. It's deflected. Friars unable to gain the zone on this power play as we pass the 9-minute mark of the period. And another attempt at icing is deflected this time. Second attempt, Sachem gets the zone exit. Friars unable to generate any offense on this power play as they look to re-enter the zone. They do. It's been chipped in, so Bispo's going to collect that. Fires it up the wall. Carrasco Jr. is able to hold it in on his skates, but it comes to Gillen. No second attacker for the Friars down low, so it comes back up the wall. But Cavalli trying to hold the line. He can't. Waits for his teammates to check up. He's under pressure as he does so from Anderson. Re-enters. Ended up kind of getting tied up with Busa there. With 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Pass to the slot. Shot! And it won't go! High rising shot went over the net. Busa picks it up. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Fires a shot. That's deflected. Ends up going off the glass. And one last attempt. Blocked. Puck is loose. And Sachem can't get the clear on that one. Puck at the line. Butakavali working it to the far side while Busa's shot blocked again. Attempted clear by Sachem, won't go. Second attempt, won't go. Butakavali coming in. Shot towards the net is blocked. Another save by Mora. Sachem gets the clear. Puck will not reach the goal line. Icing was waved off there. Good touch by Sachem. As the Friars re-enter the zone, poked off the stick of Carrasco Jr. Weisbard chips it back in. Delayed offsides is the call. Caraher gets it back in onside, cutting towards the net. He's separated from the puck by Cisco. Racing after it is Bispo. Chips it up ice. And 4 checks after that play by him trying to chip it to himself off the wall, but this time that won't work. We get a whistle. And the face-off is won back by Sachem initially. Friars have now got a turnover. Puck heads the other way. St. Anthony's has gained the zone. Sachem has regained possession. And they look to head up ice. They re-enter, chasing after it. It's Saunders cutting towards the net on his backhand. Looking for the wraparound, can't find it. Backhand shot, stopped by Hefferman.
That's a trip, ref! That's a trip!
Another attempt towards the net, but not on it. And the Friars now look to head the other way. Santini tied up. Caraher gets it, racing in. Backhand shot goes wide. And a penalty will go against the Friars. With 6:17 remaining in regulation. Apologies as our scoreboard giving us a little trouble. Just some technical difficulties on our part. So Norris will head to the box for the Friars. And will send Sachem to the power play for the next 2 minutes. Penalty to Logan Norris for roughing after Santini tied the game for the Friars. Not the first freshman call-up for St. Anthony's this season. They already have called up Ken Engelbert, Charles Sherrata, Daniel Tartaglia. Now it's Strzelecki, Smith, and Santini, all of whom have acquitted themselves well in this game. Saunders with possession beneath the goal line. Butakavale forcing him outside. Carry towards net. Wraparound attempt won't go. Tried to stuff it short side. Had more room than he necessarily thought he did that time. And then Bispo holds it in. Pass towards the slot on his backhand shot. Won't go. It's blocked. So is the clear, and they score. Stoltenberg. And we'll get you the replay on that as he redirects that one home. First shot won't go. Second shot won't go. Puck rises high. It's chipped in. Batted out of midair by Stoltenberg. Sachem retakes the lead with 5:54 remaining in regulation. Face-off is one back by Sachem. Lead pass intended for Stoltenberg. Skips his stick. Play is tied up. Marcus comes away with it. Lead pass to Lorette. Shot off the helmet. Rebound comes free. Comes back to the point. Shot attempt won't go. Comes to Burner. He can't get the clear. Friars looking to force a change of possession. Can't. Marcus coming in. On his backhand pass towards the slot. Shot won't go. For Sachem. Busa collects it. Chips it off the wall. Carrasco will chase. Forcing a turnover. Burner. Shot. Turned aside. Rebound. Busa. And it's stopped by Morey. The Sachem netminder sprawling out to the ice after an errant pass leads to a turnover. Burner never quite fully alone. A great back check there. And then the second attempt. Can't get any elevation on it. Busa's shot is stopped. That comes with 5:02 remaining in the period. Face-off is one back by Sachem. They send it around the wall. Anderson collects under pressure from Annunziato. He's looking to spring C.J. Pena on a potential breakaway. Couldn't that time. Sachem still on the attack. Puck comes to Anderson. Looking towards the slot. Pass to Pergolesi. His shot turned aside by Hefferman. Comes out to the point. Bispo. His shot won't go the first time. Makes the pass down low. Attempted outlet pass. Spring Busa broken up. Pergolesi on the back check. Breaks up the second opportunity for St. Anthony's. Puck is now heading the other way. Friars have regained the zone, but they don't have possession of the puck. O'Shea with it. Turnover forced, but the Friars cough it right back up. Sachem looking up ice. Carried across the line. Anderson. Pass to the front. Play is broken up. Carrasco Jr. has it caught in his skates. Bispo holds the line. Knocks it down. Toe drag. Walks in shot. Turned aside. Rebound. And it's turned aside by Hefferman. Second effort. Hefferman down on the ice. They try and put it off his back. That won't go. Now the Friars force a clear, but Anderson has possession. Strong sequence for Sachem as they re-enter the zone. St. Anthony's in the middle of a change as Hefferman makes the save, but doesn't gain possession of the puck. Trying to get the clear after rescuing it. They can't initially. Comes to Weisbard. He's tied up. Bispo forcing the turnover that time. Pergolesi firing it right back in. Sachem in the middle of the line change. Just barely avoiding too many men on the ice call. As it was fired towards their bench. And now a turnover forced by Pena. Racing in, looking for the shot, can't find it. Pulls up, pass towards the slot is deflected. Second effort, Bravin. Lead pass to Chong. Looking across to Caraher. He collects it off the wall, coming in. Shot! And it's deflected off the paddle by Mora. Sachem looking for the clear. They get it. Bravin racing after it, under pressure from Bruinsma. And O'Connor, who forces him to make the lead pass to no one in particular, comes to Lorette. who goes D to D. Gillen, pass coming up the ice, turnover yet again by Sachem, and then a near turnover by St. Anthony's. Both teams unable to settle it down here as the game approaches its final minutes. Matt Pena with possession. Pass towards O'Connor. Comes to Lorette. Shot from the point goes just wide. St. Anthony's looks to collect the loose puck. They have numbers if they hurry. Unable to do so. They're on a 2-on-4 now as that shot goes off the glove of Morey. Off the bar, over the net. Sachem looking for the clear. They get it. Buttakovally tying up O'Connor. Chong looks to re-enter. Fires it in. Strzelecki on the opposite side racing after it. Trying to force a change of possession there. It goes off the back of his boot. Now looking for the lead pass. Puck makes its way through to Saunders. Looks for the pass to the slot. It's deflected. Puck is loose. Shot attempt won't go for Sachem. Puck down low on the back check. Santini. He scored the 4th goal. And now working to force a change of possession. Can't initially. Still battling for it. Bispo gains control, chips it back in. Saunders will chase against Smith, who slips it by Stoltenberg. St. Anthony still looking for a clear. They don't have it. Stoltenberg has possession. Shot turned aside by Hefferman. Rebound is free. Puck loose beneath the St. Anthony's goal line. Weisbard. Puck comes up at the ice. Sachem fires it back in. Smith's pass deflected by Marcus. Stoltenberg moves up ice. Saunders trying to slip it past Buttakovally. Can't pass towards the slot. Intercepted. Santini to Strzelecki. To Busa. Racing up ice. 1-on-2. Bispo on the back check. Busa to his backhand. Shot. Rebound scores! Tyler Strzelecki! St. Anthony's ties the game! And watch as Busa cuts in here. Bispo trying to cut to the outside. The shot from the off angle. Strzelecki collects the rebound. Does not miss. And the freshman call-up earns his keep. Him and Ryan Santini each have a goal apiece. The game is tied. The game that has gone back and forth. The Friars find themselves right back in it. Face-off is 1 to Busa. He enters the zone. Fires a shot that's deflected. On the rebound, Weisbard, whose shot goes wide. Racing after it is Bispo. Comes up the wall to CJ Pena. Potential 2-on-1. As he enters, pulls up, drop pass. Pergolesi shot goes wide. CJ Pena races after it along the right wing wall. Pass comes to Cisco. His shot through traffic. Blocker to side. Puck is poked beneath the goal line. Buttakovally looking to pin it. Can't. Pergolesi has it. Looking for Bispo. Finds him. Shot. Turned aside. Rebound is free. Battling for possession. Weisbard tied up with Anderson. And this game is heading to overtime. After 45 minutes of regulation. For those of you looking for varsity hockey between the Ward Melville Patriots and Northport Huntington Tigers, well, you're going to have to wait for that until the end of overtime between the St. Anthony's JV Gold Friars and Sachem JV. A battle between the 3rd and 5th place teams in the JV standings as the playoffs approach. Face-off has been won back by Sachem. Drop pass to Bispo. Goes D to D to Lorette. Looking for Marcus. Finds him. And Carrasco Jr. tries to force the turnover. Can't. Sent in on net. Poked aside. Picked up. Burst around the net. Picked up by Busa under pressure. Trying to escape. Sachem forces a turnover momentarily. Puck is pinned. Comes free. Potential 2-on-1 shot. And it's turned aside by Hefferman. And now Busa heads the other way. Chips it off the wall. Races after it. Gets tied up. Robin rescues it. Pass comes to Buttakovally. Backhanded it over to Bravin. Loses the handle. Turnover. Sachem has numbers heading the other way. Bispo on the attack. Cutting in. Shot. He scores! Matt Bispo wins it in overtime! Sachem Sachem survives the late comeback effort on a shot from Matthew Bispo. And heartbreak for St. Anthony's, a victory for Sachem as they improve to 11-3. St. Anthony's drops to 9-5. Thank you so much for watching on the Long Island Sports Network. We'll be right back with varsity hockey coming up next.